Hey YouTube, welcome to the most amazing top 5, where I break down the world into brilliant top 5 lists. My name is Michael McCrudden. Sit back, subscribe, and let me entertain you. In my last video, we talked about V-cards. Some of you were brave enough to leave a comment down below. This is what you said. This time I want to know from you guys, what is your favorite animal at the zoo? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, let's jump into our list with the top 5 animals hunted into extinction. First up in the number 5 spot, we've got the Dodo Bird. Off the eastern coast of Madagascar lies an island known as Mauritius. The Dodo Bird thrived here due to a lack of predators. Everything was fine and dandy for these birds until 1598, when Dutch sailors decided to settle on the island. And these men and women quickly took notice that these birds, they were fearful of nothing because they'd never met a predator before. They were named Dodo for how dumb they were perceived and were hunted into extinction simply because they were an easy dinner. And apparently not even a tasty one. Within 100 years, they were all gone. Moving on to number 4, we got Steller sea cow. These things were huge. In 1741, the exploration of the North Pacific Ocean was well underway and they discovered Alaska, which is really cool, but they also found a mammal never before seen. German naturalist George Steller named these sea cows, which were 29 to 32 feet in length and weighed a whopping 22,000 pounds. They were quiet and peaceful, which made hunting them very easy, and then hunters quickly realized that they were tasty as hell. Also, their fatty tissue and skin, it did good in trade, so within 27 years these things were extinct. Yeah, that's 1768. Moving on to number 3, we've got the Pyrenean ibex, which went extinct not once, but twice. The ibex's extinction is something of a mystery, with possible causes ranging from an inability to compete with other species for food or climate conditions. In 1993, it was estimated that there were only 10 left of its kind, and then in 2000, well, they went extinct altogether. Although they did grab DNA samples from the very last one. In 2009, they were able to clone a new ibex, but it died shortly after birth. There is hope that one day they can bring them back once again. Next up at number 2, we got the Tasmanian Tiger, who actually has more in common with a kangaroo than a tiger, but if you took a look at it, what would you name it? It had a pouch to carry its young and was a nocturnal hunter who mainly fed on birds and small animals. It went extinct in Australia 1,000 years ago because it was unable to compete for food against them kangaroos. Then in Madagascar, it thrived for some time, but then dogs were introduced to this island and then humans got annoyed with them, and shortly after, well, they went extinct. The last of its kind lived in the Hobart Zoo and died in 1936, but some still report sightings. Finally, in the number 1 spot, we got one of my favorites. I'm talking about the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths roamed the earth for tens of thousands of years. Most populations disappeared between 14,000 to 10,000 years ago, and the last population died off 4,000 years ago. Now, for the longest time, the extinction of the woolly mammoth was thought to be because of climate change, and yes, that did play a factor, but new research suggests it was also those gosh darn hungry humans. When the Ice Age ended, humans advanced northwards, exploring new territories, and one can only imagine how a woolly mammoth could provide enough meat, bones, and skin to house and feed an entire army. So they became a pretty hot commodity. Alright guys, that's all I got for you in this video. My name is Michael McCrudden. Thanks for checking out the most amazing top 5. Other videos around my head, click on one of those. Also, be sure to subscribe, share the channel with your friends, pumping out all sorts of top 5s each and every week. See you guys in the next one.